But when we tune into the frequency of the version of us that has what we want, all we have to do is move. That's it. All we have to do is move. And everything lines up. Everything is taken care of once you enter that frequency, once you enter that state within, okay? There's nothing you need to worry about. What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. Y'all already see the title, and we getting straight to it. I already set the intention before making this video that if you're seeing this, you are being called by the universe to actually progress with the life that you want, okay? Actually manifest your desires the most effortless way, okay? And this is how I do it every single time, all right? And every time I learn something, I just add it on, okay? But today I'm going by steps because I really want to help y'all go all in on y'all's desires and help you consciously create. All right. Step one is know exactly what you want, though. This is the most important thing because you can manifest anything you want, but it's very important that you manifest what your heart aligns with. You manifest what your heart is truly aligned with. If you don't, you'll end up in a situation where, okay, I realized this wasn't what was for me, but, you know, I know that I can manifest anything that I want, so I can easily change this and make it something different. Okay, that's cool. But when you're in those circumstances where you feel like I'm watching YouTube videos or I'm on Instagram or I'm on TikTok and I see these people's lives and I'm like, yo, like, I really wish that were my life and, you know, everything would just be so perfect. And that is wrong because you don't know these people. You don't know these people. You don't know what it takes for them to live their life, what it takes for them to keep up with their life. You don't know. So what you need to do is go within and truly ask yourself, if I had everything I wanted, how would I feel? If I had everything I think I want, how would I feel? If I was living this life, how would I feel? Is it having a bunch of money, but, you know, you still don't have the social circle? Or I don't know. Whatever it is, though, there is gonna be something involved if you've been looking outside for these desires, if you've been idealizing other people's lives. There's gonna be a portion of it involved that is like, okay, hold on. I didn't know that this came with that life. So I don't know if I really want this. I don't want to deal with the stress. I don't want to deal with whatever work they had to do because I truly want to do this path. And if I was doing this every single day, if I was living this way every single day, if this was my identity every single day, I would truly be happy and fulfilled within. That is what you need to manifest because that is what you can maintain. And that is what would help you lead with love and light and joy every single day. Okay, so that is what you should be manifesting. Make sure you meditate on that and figure out what it is that you truly want. And ask yourself that question. If I had everything right now, all of this stuff right now, how would that make me feel? Okay, step two, decide right now that you are that person, all right? Version of you that has everything that you want. Not tomorrow, not tonight, not next week, but right now. You're the version of you that has whatever it is that you want. Okay? You're the successful version of you. You're the version of you that has the dream person, the dream car, the dream home, whatever it is you want. You are that person right now. Feel it within, okay? Most important step, most important portion to this step, though, is making sure that you decide this in a theta brainwave state. Right now, I am that I am. Consciously, I am that I am. But to really get this to seep into your subconscious mind and start getting the intuitive downloads and start to actually feel this within, the biggest step is making sure you're in a theta brainwave state. What is a theta brainwave state? It's basically just when you're in between awake and asleep, when you're in a really relaxed state. It allows whatever your ideas are, whatever you repeat in your brain, to go straight to your subconscious mind and soak it in. And once your subconscious mind receives this story, it has to act from the version of you that has everything that you want. So you will take actions from that version of you. You'll receive downloads from that version of you. And ultimately, you'll know that every single thing you do, every step that you take is leading you to your desired reality from this place, okay? So really important, You can meditate for this right before you go to sleep. You can just create a 10 or 15 second visual of whatever it is you want, and it'll just make you feel so good. When affirming, you can do affirmations. Why am I so wealthy? Why am I so successful? Oftentimes, your conscious mind, if you do this, even when you aren't in a theta brainwave state, your conscious mind will just shut up, because it's like, oh, why am I so successful? Why am I so wealthy? Like, it doesn't even know what. It's like, what is going on? Like, it just tricks it. But yeah, those are all the different ways. These are just techniques to saturate your mind with the idea that you are in your desired reality. Okay, so the next thing I really want to say, oh, also, people say get specific, and I do with my desires, but with my affirmations, I'm not super specific, because my subconscious mind, my brain knows exactly what it is that I'm saying I want. The universe knows, like, and that subconscious mind is going to be the direct line to the universe when it comes to you getting those downloads for what you want, because your frequency is where your downloads come from. If you're tuned into a shit frequency, but you're trying to make more money, or you're trying to manifest the love of your life, you can't do it from a shit frequency, because your downloads come from the frequency that you are tapped into. So that is why this is the second step, and it's so important after knowing what it is that you want. Okay, so I get specific with my end goal, with my desire, and then the affirmations, whatever affirmation or visual implies that I have what I want, is enough to get me into that state. Okay, so the third step is remain in the state, okay? Remain in the state, trusting that every action you take from a place of inspiration will lead to what you want, all right? People say take inspired actions, or, how do I know whether an action is inspired? How do I know whether an action will get me to where I want to be? If you're in the state already, and you know that your frequency is tuned in with the version of you that you want to be, everything that you do is inspired action. Okay, sometimes it feels like you're moving backwards, or you're moving this way, or you're moving that way, but that's all your perception. We've been raised from birth to think that there's a right way and there's a wrong way, and that we know what right and wrong is, when the truth is we don't know a damn thing. We don't know at all. We don't know what's going on, okay? But when we tune into the frequency of the version of us that has what we want, all we have to do is move. That's it. All we have to do is move, and everything lines up. Everything is taken care of once you enter that frequency, once you enter that state within, okay? There's nothing you need to worry about, because all of it just falls right into place no matter what it is you're doing, okay? So every action you take from a state of mental and spiritual alignment will lead you to your desire. All right. The next thing is, though, that when doubts and fears creep in, just know that they aren't you. Okay. This analogy I used in one of my TikToks, in one of my TikTok videos, I was like, if you tune into a radio station, right, and there's interference, are you just going to say, okay, I'm going to go to that radio station because, I'm hearing it, so I might as well just go back to my old self? No, you chose that radio station. So what you're going to do is stay on that radio station, no matter how much interference you hear from the old self. I'm staying on my radio station, and I understand that from this station, that's not me. Because if I am is witnessing it, then I am has the ability to accept that as true or not, to choose that radio station or not. I chose my radio station. I am knows who I am is. I am that is in my desired reality, that is in the radio station of success, the radio station that I choose. Okay, so that is a good analogy for it. Stay on your radio station. Stay in your identity of the version that you, of the version of yourself that you want to be. Okay, so some people like to pretend that there is no old frequency. Some people, will say, oh, I don't need to worry about doubts or fears, and you're just projecting that onto me. But the truth is, if you look around you, if you look at your circumstances, if you look at where you are in your life, the identity of your old self that created who you are now, if that exists right now, then that means there is an old frequency. It took the old frequency to create the circumstances you're in now, because the 3D is all delayed. So yes, there is an old frequency that you will have to overcome. At some point, there will be doubts, there will be fears, and it will try to pull you back into the version of you that you once were so that you can feel safe. Because it doesn't like to change. The universe doesn't like change. These systems that are set into place, they don't want to change. But you're changing it because you're deciding, okay? So as long as you persist in that change, it will happen. And eventually, your new frequency will be the old frequency, and then there'll be somewhere else to evolve, because there's always constant movement, always constant change, okay? So, oh yeah, basically that's it. All right, everything in your current awareness is a product. Everything in your current circumstances, current situation is a product of the old awareness. Okay, so choose to keep what you want and choose to let go of what you don't. And I truly hope that this helped all you guys. No, I trust that this helped all of y'all, because I already set the intention, and I just know all of the people that have watched this video, tuned into it, are getting help, and that this resonates with everybody that's watching it, okay? Thank y'all for tuning into this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next video.